Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And your other host, Justin.
This time he gave me a signal, so I didn't talk before you guys could hear me.
Yeah, let's go.
So this week we're doing our buddies, if the stream works the way I think it is. Okay, yeah. Right here, Geek Grind. We're doing one of theirs. Where is it? They're there. We're doing one of theirs. Well, I am. We're doing.
You're pointing at that. I was like,
yeah, I'm pointing at the Geek Grind thing on our stream.
I thought you were pointing at something back here because you're going like this. I'm like, what are you?
Just point
Toward me, like above me. It is
there. Okay, so it's it's the Eldritch Fathom Ancient Blend Medium Roast. This is the one you actually tried.
This is the one that I tried that I didn't mind. Mm-hmm. It's still coffee, so I was always doing the whole nap. I
like it.
Oh yeah, it's a very good smell.
Got it right here. It works well with my creamer. It works well with my sugar. I feel like my hat's too low and you guys can't see my goofy ass face.
Joke's on you. It's always goofy.
Well, I was saying they can't see my goofy ass face. Not that it wasn't goofy.
Oh.
I enjoy it. It's pretty good. What do you got over there? I bought you something.
Okay, hold on. I think I may have found my everyday type of tea. It is a matcha green tea, but it has cranberry and lime in it. Oh, 1 spoonful of sugar. I'm set. This thing is amazing.
Okay, well, see, I think we're going to have to change moderators on our stream.
Yeah, I think we're...
Because they're already talking shit.
They're already talking mad shit. Hi, Goon. So, as I said, we're Twitch streaming, and we got Goon up in the chat calling us goofy and all that nonsense.
Yeah. So, if you guys want to check out our stream, it's here at Twitch, for those listening. We've been putting the link on the description of the episodes?
You bet your ass I have.
But also, it's on our Instagram and our Twitter. We're actually launching it through the Instagram so that it hits both of them. Instagram gets the photo, Twitter gets the link. But either way, check it out. You might enjoy watching our faces a little bit more, and that's your own problem that you need to work on. But you may also... Oh, you didn't change the name.
I didn't change the name. I'll do that right now.
But you may also just prefer to listen to us because looking at us may be an issue. While he works on that, I'm going to start to bring up the stuff for this week's movies.
We also do Spotify, for those who don't. And also, are we still on iTunes?
Yeah, we're still on iTunes.
We're still on iTunes.
We're 5-star rated right now.
Yeah, with 4?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. From what I remember, it was 4.
The issue with the iTunes thing is they pretty much refuse to give you any stats unless you're one of the huge ones that is just like in download.
Yeah, and I can't wait till I get my new glasses because I'm sitting here trying to be like, where are my stat liners? You know what? Hold on, let me go over to this new scene.
Riveting radio.
Riveting. Very riveting. Video capture device. Yes, it should bring up the same one.
So while he's figuring this out, and thank you for pointing that out, Goon. So we are on Spotify. We are on iTunes. You can also get the RSS feed both from our website and from our Twitter account. Or I don't think it's on our Instagram account, but I can fix that. I'll put it on our Instagram account as well. And then I think we're one other place. We're just about everywhere.
We were thinking about iHeartRadio, but iHeartRadio has kind of been...
They got like a weird process you have to jump through to figure it out. Get on there, I mean. You cannot figure this out, can you?
I can. It's just... I couldn't do it. I can't do it through this. It won't let me do it through this. Which is strange, because I thought I could. Oh. God dang it, I could. No. Alright.
Oh. Well, Goon points out we have 1 rating on iTunes. Thanks.
You know what, Goon?
That is not constructive criticism.
You could have just lied to us, man. All right, so this is number 76. What is episode 76's name? So we're doing this on the fly. Might as well.
Okay, a whole different Wasteland.
Oh, you know what? That's a good
name. Which actually is a news thing today. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Talk to the podcast and save. We are
all right. Save.
There we
Save?
go. Save.
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 All right.
All right.
Switch back to there. You can see our faces.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
And
but first I
my
gotta get rid of
phone
this.
needs to shut up. My Discord decided to get active when we went live. We don't have a Discord for the podcast, but the reality is you can reach out to us on so many places, and I don't think we really need one, do we?
I mean, no, but if need be, I could put mine in there.
If it's something people want, they can reach out to us about it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and jump into the movies before we get into anything crazy.
That's fine. I was just bringing it up.
So last week we had you watch The Thing for the first time. Not the original, the John Carpenter remake.
Now, I want to preface the reason why I didn't see it is because my mother didn't let me see it. So it kind of...
We had very different mothers. My mother took me to see Scream at the age of 3.
Yeah, mine was not... I don't want to say overprotective or otherwise. It was just, that's weird and gross. I don't want my son seeing that kind of thinking. Yeah. But, it wasn't negative. It wasn't like...
No, it's, you're a child. She doesn't want you watching those things. I understand it. I'm just saying my mother was weird.
Yes.
Yeah, 82. So what did you think of it? Do you want to pull up the stats?
Let's pull up the stats. Mm-hmm.
I'd seen it before, but it was nice to go through and watch it again.
God, it was a really good movie.
Okay, so 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb, 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, 57 on Metacritic, and 91% liked it on Google users. Now, the Metacritic thing is probably a little bit closer to how people originally reacted to this. People did not react well to this movie at first.
No, because did it make...
I
don't remember. Because I want to say one of the two we saw, wasn't it a flop?
Well, this one had a $15 million budget. It's right there. I don't remember if it actually made anything or not.
Let's find out.
I don't know if Wikipedia's going to readily have that. Oh, yep, there you go.
Technically a flop.
Technically a flop. It only made $4 million. So, yeah, what did you think of it?
I liked it. It had a bit of scenes, and it had Wilford Brimley, doing what he does and
shooting way more shots than a revolver has.
But some of the scenes were just very gruesome and over the top, and I could see why my mother was like, "Let's not, do that."
So, fun fact: the effects on that, the guy that did them was only 22 at the time and was just starting out.
Yeah,
that's the beginning of his career, and he's doing fucking effects like that.
I mean, shit, that was really good and like gooey, gruesome sinew. You can just hear go. It was great.
And it speaks to you because it was very... Eldritch-like.
I love Eldritch.
Which goes great with today's coffee.
Yeah. The Elder Fathom.
So, where do you put this on your scale?
I'd probably go with the 84 with Rotten Tomatoes. Like, it's up there. It's very up there.
I think this one gets a solid 90 for me. And I think the only reason why it doesn't go a little higher than that is I would have liked to have seen what the creature did to the people that it replaced. That was like the one thing that always kind of got ignored in the movie.
It was just, they are that.
Yeah. So,
because I mean, one scene in very particular got me. Mm-hmm. Like you were expecting it. The blood.
The blood.
The blood.
Okay, so I wasn't sure. There's two scenes I was hoping we're gonna get you. The blood, and when he went to do the what are the paddles?
Oh, that one didn't get.
I don't remember what the machine's called, but when they jumpstart your heart. Yeah. Clear. But I can't remember what it's called. But the blood, yeah, when he sticks the thing in the blood and it. Yeah, that made you jump, didn't it?
It did. Defibrillator.
Thank you, defib. This is why an active chat helps because we suck.
me small brain. You big brain.
I kept thinking cardiac arrest, and I was like, no, that's what you have, not what fixes it. Like, that's not how you fix it. You don't cardiac arrest yourself. But yeah, I put this one at a solid 90. I just wish I had seen more what the monster did to the people. Now,
there is a prequel that was released in, 2018?
A little older than that. 2013 or something like that. I think 2013. 2011. There you go. And from what I understand, it's just called The Thing again. But I think this is what happens to the Norwegian people before Carpenters.
So at the very end, we should see that one Norwegian gentleman chasing the dog. Mm-hmm. Okay.
The two guys in the helicopter.
Okay. Wait. That's right. There were two. One
driving. The pilot and one shooting.
And then the pilot just goes, well, I'm just going to... I'm a dip. Night.
Well, no, he screws up throwing the one guy screws up throwing the grenade, and the other one goes to grab it.
Yeah.
And it's next to the helicopter with all the other grenades.
But the point still stands that they crash.
What I'm curious about is seeing how much this one sticks to the little bit that we saw. Like, they go in and they see the place burnt down. They see the axe on the wall. Because I've never actually seen this one.
And then they see now, when watching the what is it called? The cameraman's perspective, where they're all lined up, all staring at the inlay of the ice. And I'm like, does that mean they're already taken over? Like, some of them?
I don't think so.
Because I was just curious on why they were all standing in a line like that.
Shotgun off. I mean, it's in the ice when they dig it up. So
yeah,
I don't know. Well, we'll have to sit down and watch that one of these times. We'll have to figure out something to pair it with.
Yeah,
maybe another horror prequel type of thing.
Horror prequel sequel, prequel sequel that comes after the
prequel. That's the word. And then the second movie was The Faculty.
Now that one was an interesting one.
Directed by Robert Rodriguez, written by Kevin Williamson, who wrote Scream, The Following, Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
Dawson's Creek.
Now this movie feels 1988 or 1998. I'm sorry.
1998. Well, I mean, what was weird is you started singing Offspring. And then the movie starts, and the first song in it is a different Offspring song, but it's Offspring. I was like, did you fucking look something up?
I was like, no. But to be fair, I always have Crazy Taxi going in my head.
Is that what keeps you like from going mad? You just run through levels of Crazy Taxi?
Crazy Taxi. Hey, all you crazy cats.
So this one also touched on the idea of not knowing who to trust.
Mm-hmm.
And what'd you think of it?
This one was super campy, super corny, but at the same time, it had some really good scenes. I was a little... I mean, I liked how the alien worked in this, how it needs water to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Jon Stewart playing a professor, and the only major issue I had at the very end was everybody was okay, except for those that got 100% just screwed up.
Well, the principal's dead.
The principal's dead. The
spoiler.
Yeah, I mean,
we're reviewing a movie. You're gonna get spoilers.
Yeah. But I mean, there was a couple that was like, okay, and then those that come back, because the second teacher, the one that had her head, she's back. Jon Stewart.
Well, you see him fix.
It's like, the
thing with Stewart is I feel like the eye, because they use the stuff that
Yeah.
dehydrates. The fingers, because they started crawling around trying to affect other people, so they never got reattached.
correct. So I was like, that's funny, that's fun and fair, but everyone else came out fine. I was like,
Yeah. Shh. It's on vibrate, but I feel like it's just making so much noise.
It does sound like it actually makes a noise.
I actually love this movie. I like Kevin Williams a lot. Williamson. I keep saying Williams. It's Williamson. I like him a lot. I like Rodriguez a lot. I mean, you perked up when you saw Elijah step on screen.
Now hold on.
You got excited when Elijah.
I was just like really young Elijah Wood. I forgot how long ago 98 was, but yeah, when I saw Elijah and then I saw everyone else pop up, I was just like, they're in this too? They're in this too?
Selma Hayek.
Wait, they're in this too?
With her being friends with Rodriguez and whatnot.
Yeah, and I was just like, holy shit. Like, let's click the cast. So with the cast, you've got
Usher.
Like, literally.
Jean Grey.
Like, this
Famika. I like Famika. She was great in GoldenEye. I just don't like the character of Jean Grey. I don't think she necessarily did anything wrong with the character. It's the character herself I don't like. Yeah. I don't like Phoenix. I don't like Jean Grey. Just don't care for him.
Yeah. But Josh Hartnett, Elijah, Clay. I mean,
Robert. What is his name? Patrick. No, right here, the coach. He's the bad guy from T2.
Oh yeah.
Christopher McDonald, because he's everybody's dad. He's either everybody's dad or is he asshole? Because he's shooting McGavin.
Yeah.
He's on Cameo, but not as Christopher McDonald. He's on Cameo as Shooter McGavin. His character from Happy Gilmore.
I mean, that's funny, but at the same time, that boggles my mind.
So, I like the movie a lot. Can you scroll down to the ratings? I don't think it's fair that it's got a 6.5 out of 10 or 53% or 61.
But Google users.
The 90%, that's good. Some of the CGI was rough. And and knowing how good CGI could have been in 98, when you look at certain films, it's kind of like you didn't really put the money where you should have type of thing.
They put it all in mostly the music and the actors.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. But I'm not mad at that.
I mean, you have good acting in it.
So you got some really good acting.
Money well spent.
Yeah.
I love the first question people also ask, what is the drug in the faculty?
Mostly caffeine and other household shit.
This one's a favorite of mine. This one goes up in the 80s. So
yeah, but alas, once again, a flop.
I mean, they made $40 million.
Oh, I thought that was budget, and then
no.
Where's budget?
Pull up IMDb or Wikipedia, one or the other.
No.
Oh, that's cast and crew.
Yeah, I know, I'm getting it. Just takes one extra click.
Scroll faster.
I'm
Scroll
working
faster.
on it.
No, it should be lower than that. It's normally below the trivia.
Oh. Details.
Yeah, they like.
Oh, never mind. It wasn't.
They more than doubled what they spent.
I wasn't paying attention. I apologize. God, I can't.
You know what's a good bad movie? Grind. Yeah, we saw Grind. We did Grind, and I don't remember what we paired with Grind.
It was another one of those trip movies.
It was another trip movie.
I want to say it was the one where they're going.
Detroit Rock City.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we did Grind in Detroit Rock City. Grind is a good bad movie, and Detroit Rock City is great. I recently watched.
I prefer Detroit Rock City. Yes.
Yeah, Detroit Rock City is great. I recently watched a interview with Tony Hawk, and he's talking about skating scenes in movies, and they actually asked him to do scenes for Grind, and he said no.
Why?
He says the reason is obvious, and then didn't elaborate. And I was like, "What? I don't know what to do with that, Tony."
Tony, explain.
Does that help you a little bit?
A little bit. I just, as soon as I get my new glasses, I'll be able to read that perfectly. But until then, I just gotta kind of.
So, tonight's movies. Oh, did you give a rating on The Faculty?
I mean, it's not gonna be one of the ones that were already there. It's probably gonna be, I'd say a 7.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
So like a 70%.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I mean, it was good. It had good scenes. It had good creature-esque, maneuverabilities.
I like the thought that was put into the monster.
Yeah, there was a lot of thought in the monster. Mm-hmm. Because, well, it's just water do good, and then you have literally the coach just standing on the rain or in the sprinklers going.
What I love is you made a comment before we even know that water is sick, like this water good or something like that.
This water take good.
But no, I mean it was great casting. There's an actress in this. Can you scroll back up so we can see the cast? There you go. DeVille, yeah. I'm trying to think of what Duvall. I'm trying to think of what I know her from.
She's been in a lot of things.
But I'm a Cheerleader. That's right. And Girl Interrupted, but But I'm a Cheerleader is the big one. She's the one that the main character falls for.
Oh.
When they're at the camp to try to make them straight.
Oh. Oh yeah, she was in Zodiac, wasn't she?
I don't remember who. Huh. We did the Zodiac, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
right. Your issues with it were the fact that we never figured certain things out. I'm like, it's based on a real life killer.
Yeah, it was. But I thought they would give us at least something.
Oh, she's in the Zodiac. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I Can't Hardly Wait. That's one we got to do if you haven't seen it. That's one of those stupid teen comedy ones. Seth Green.
Oh God.
Yeah, this one's.
Oh God. This looks
fun.
like SLC Punk, but
no,
worse.
Something like that.
I know, but it looks worse.
Think more American Pie.
Oh.
Yeah. It's fun. I like it. It's not great, but it's enjoyable.
I'd rather watch Grind again.
Grind is good too.
Grind looks bad.
This is fun.
Okay.
All right, get rid of all this.
Okay.
Tonight we're doing another Carpenter film. American Pie is fun to watch with friends. American Pie is fun to watch just in general. And actually, fun fact, me and Lauren had a teacher in high school who's actually in American Pie. She's one of the ones reacting to him on the webcam.
Oh.
Yeah. She was a theater teacher. So, but she'd done extra work for a couple movies. Tonight we decided to continue with Carpenter. And I don't want to keep continuing with Carpenter, but there's so many Carpenter movies I want you to see. We're doing one tonight that's Carpenter. The other one is kind of connected in the fact that it's the same vein. So we're doing Big Trouble in Little China, which is the Carpenter film with Kurt Russell. It's the 80s action movie that knows it's an 80s action movie and doesn't care to be anything else. He does this a couple times.
Now, I'm excited for this.
Okay.
I am I've always been a fan of that old school action style. It's all in the wrist.
Oh, good. So Kurt Russell is a truck driver in it, and he drives the Pork Chop Express, which is what me and James just named one of his ships on Elite Dangerous because he got one of the freighters. And then the second movie is kind of connected to that one in the sense that it's in the same vein. It's actually from the 90s. And it's don't tell me.
You can do it. Ready? You want me to tell you?
Because I keep forgetting the first part of the name.
Showdown.
Thank you. Showdown in Little Tokyo.
There you go.
Which is Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee.
Now, I want to paint something real quick. I like Dolph Lundgren a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The reason the reason why is he was the original Punisher. Would I consider him that? I mean, kind of. It was an okay movie. It's just it was
only Punisher logo is on the little bit of the knife hilt at the end,
and at the same time, it was so goddamn slow to get to what the Punisher does.
Yeah,
but it was good overall.
So Goon says my buddy cosplayed as Kurt once. Was it as the character from Big Trouble, or was it as a different role? Because he's got a lot of really good ones. I mean, he's Snake in Escape from LA and Escape from New York.
And then you got Ego.
Yeah, Big Trouble. Okay. He says Big Trouble. So
okay. I mean, even still, Ego looks, eccentric and nice and over
now
the
with
top.
Showdown's a 90s movie that is basically an 80s action movie.
Then I'll still probably enjoy it.
They're both. I mean, plus Brandon Lee is the Crow.
Oh, yeah.
And one of those things where it's like he was so good as the Crow that I don't ever see. I've tried to watch the sequel to the Crow is okay. I mean, Iggy Pop's in it, which is cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was actually supposed to be in the original, and he would have supposed to play the character that the actor was playing that when he accidentally killed Brandon Lee because of the gun mishap.
Yeah.
That was actually supposed to be Iggy Pop's character.
Oh.
And he had scheduling conflicts and couldn't do it.
Do you think that could have been avoided?
No. It had nothing to do with the guy and everything to do with just shit goes wrong. And so he actually ended up being in the sequel, which isn't bad. All the other Crow things suck. But Brandon Lee's the one he's who I think of when I think of the Crow. I mean, his dad was amazing too, and fucking Bruce Lee. So.
Oh yeah.
But that's tonight's movies. Tonight's not going to be a super heavy news. It was kind of a slow week.
It's been a very slow week and still very kind of busy. So just trying to make up on
busy in life, slow in news.
Yes.
Yeah.
We tried looking up a bunch of stuff just to at least try and talk about.
We were trying to find last minute things and just wasn't really happening. So
yeah, we do have a little bit of the butt up shoe news. We always will try and do that.
I don't care if I have to start calling people's customs out. I will make sure there's shoe news.
That's fine and fair. You follow a Reddit page that does that. Yeah. But always going to be plugging up the Humble Bundle because that supports out really good charities, especially ones.
Oh wait, I can do this. That's right there.
There you go.
There.
Okay. If you always want to know spatial reasoning is you move your left hand, the hand will go right. It's always with the spatial reasoning.
Yeah, I'm gonna forget that.
So I just point behind you. Oh, well, it's not going to showcase because of just depth. But if you check the Humble Bundle.
Yeah. So you can support us there, of course.
Yes.
But here's some Humble Bundles for you. So I've read this first, not the first one, but Invincible.
Oh.
I've read almost all of that. I'm sorry, that was loud. I read almost all of that. It's pretty good. It's by Robert Kirkman, who does The Walking Dead. And this is actually supposed to be getting a show.
Cool.
And he announced the ending of this, or has officially done it. I'm not sure which, but this is one of the ones that he's actually ended.
Oh, cool. But yeah, for $1 going toward 2 of the Hero Initiative and Bink, which help out comic book as well as those who work with the comic book industry, you get a whole bunch of really interesting comics. One I noticed offhand that I kind of want to check out. We can check it out real quick. So I'm always a sucker for sketch draws. I love sketches.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that this had like sketchy style art made me go, this is like a home branded comic. If you can get a sketched comic into like an actual comic book shop and have it be a marketed style, that gets me.
Mm-hmm.
That helps a lot. That Moon Knight that I bought, the one that I thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. It has like every now and again, every maybe dozen pages, it has just full sketches because he's breaking away and I just fucking die. I melt over that kind of shit.
And this is like a very interesting art style. To sell people on this a little bit though. So for the $1 mark with Invincible, I'll just give you the quick basis of the story. It's a world where superheroes exist, just like any other superhero world. It's Earth, and this kid finally gets his powers, and he calls himself Invincible because he seems like he might be invisible. His dad's a superhero, and shortly after getting his powers and becoming a hero, he finds out his dad's actually an alien from another planet who was set here to take over Earth. And so him becoming a hero this whole time has been to gain Earth's trust. So that he can then go through and kill the heroes and take over.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's really good. Kirkman does pretty good writing on it.
And then you go down further. You tried pulling me toward Nowhere Man.
No? I don't know anything about it.
Oh. Someone tried pulling me toward this one.
The one I saw on this section that I would try to pull people towards would be Outcast, just because I know it's really good. I haven't actually read it yet, though. So, but I don't know anything about Nowhere Man. Doesn't want to load. I know that. It keeps getting all weird.
It's a PDF. It's all loading. Yeah, now it should be fine. Ooh, what the fuck?
That's what you look like.
That is me. But I mean, it all looks really nice. I'm okay. And then God Country, I heard was.
I've heard God Country was good. Some more Invincible, some more.
My heroes have always been junkies.
Okay.
I mean, all right.
I've heard Savage Town was good, but I haven't read it.
And then for $15, Stray Bullets. I'd read that one just off of the name. Big Hard Sex Criminals. If you want to sell a comic, okay, first thing, if you want to sell a comic, you gotta have the name.
Yeah, I mean, sex sells, so.
Yeah, Ice Cream Man. Some of these are very obscure too, but I'm sure both of us.
Hack and Slash is a lot of fun. Basically, it's a world where movie monsters kind of exist. Not necessarily movie monsters, but bad things can cause a creature that'll go around killing and is hard to kill. She is like the daughter of one. Like her mom became one because of like the way she was treated, and she had to put her mom down.
Oh.
And her partner, so she's Hack, I think, and then her partner's Slash, or it's vice versa. I don't remember which. He's this big like demon-looking thing. He was like an experiment or something like that, and they basically travel the world, killing the different like babysitter killers and shit like that. But she's all gothy and stuff, and it's fun.
Neat. I've heard a few interesting things about Unnatural. Like, sure, it's an animalistic world where they're anthropomorphic animals, but the art style I've heard was super nice. Snot Girl.
I've got the first like 15 of this or something like that. I haven't actually sat down and read it yet. It's something we got for Lauren, so I haven't actually read it yet.
What, Unnatural?
No, Snot Girl.
Snot Girl?
Yeah.
And then Oblivion Song is another one that has just fantastic backgrounds.
I love very detailed backgrounds and shit like that. I like to see that the world isn't just a flat thing behind the characters. You know? This looks interesting.
Oh.
Okay, that's what you look like.
That's me.
See, this is why people need to watch the Twitch, because they have no idea what I'm pointing at.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, either the Twitch or the VOD that's going to be put up on Twitch or YouTube. All right.
I actually had a question for you about Twitch, and this will help anyone that's wondering about getting into Twitch.
Go ahead.
So there's something I want to stream on Twitch. How do I get it to keep my entire gameplay when I'm done? Is it
in the options, you basically say keep VOD.
Okay.
It's just a little checkbox.
Cool.
Now, something that I've downloaded recently because of Humble Bundle, another Humble Bundle monthly, was Battle Chasers.
I've actually been playing this on Game Pass.
Yeah. So I mean,
I didn't know it had a comic.
I didn't either until literally just now.
Sorry, that looked like the Gauntlet.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Just
Someone needs to be sued.
But this comic book style looks very 90s.
I like it.
Yeah, it looks good.
I haven't gotten too far into the story. I've mostly just been going around killing shit repeatedly. But what I have gotten into the story, it seems interesting, and I'm enjoying it. It's kind of like playing D&D by myself.
Yeah, and I mean it looks 90s as hell. I like this, but that's for the $18 mark. You get all of this stuff, and I would recommend it because I've heard a lot of good stuff about these two.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, this just looks good to me.
And I can tell you, the Battle Chaser story seems interesting just from the game. So if it's anything like the game, it'll be worth checking out.
That too.
And then, like we said, they support 2 great charities.
Support 2. Well, 3 technically. We're the third one.
Yeah, if you use our Humble Bundle partner, we get a kickback from it. But a kickback we can also apply to charities we want to apply to.
That is correct.
So. And then what else? So you had one more Humble Bundle.
I have one more Humble Bundle. Now, this one's just a small time one. It's almost over, but I might as well shout it out just because it has a very interesting game that got a push up over the last... God, I'm trying to remember when the original was put, but...
I remember I was watching some stuff about this.
Yeah. In short, a 99, that's what it was. I was going to say 2001, but even still, it was a very interesting game that didn't look great. Look...
That's how I run.
That is how you run. Oh, you mind reading that for me?
I feel like I want to see a parody of Snot Girl called Snot Girl and Mucus Boy. I would read that. But it has to be like a reversed role Scott Pilgrim. She has to fight all of Mucus Boy's ex, and it's things like Flemwad and shit like that.
I mean...
I think we just came up with something. Goon, get to writing.
I mean, it would work. Oh,
so you're in support of the Second Contact version of Outcast?
I am, just because I actually played the original. Not a hell of a lot of it, but I did play it. And this is only $1. It's not a lot of games for $1, but
I mean, it's $1 through games. I mean,
yeah. But here's the cool thing: for right now, at this point in time, for $4.35, you get 2 really good games that I support, and
one of which has a sequel or a prequel coming out. So
this one,
yeah,
okay. You get Styx Master of Shadows, which is a nice little game where you play as a goblin that hides in shadows, kind of like a thief clone that does a little bit better, in my opinion. And you get Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter, which is like an actual investigation style, go across London and figure things out. And I believe it's either a standalone game or a DLC to this one that you follow Jack the Ripper.
I don't remember.
Okay. But you also...
when you say Styx is kind of like a clone of Thief, are you talking the new Thief or the
old one?
Thief? Okay, as I say, the new Thief sucks, so I can't see you do much worse than that.
Oh yeah, no, this one literally has an entire area where you cannot kill anyone. You got to sneak around super good, and like it is really strong. I enjoyed it. I didn't play until completion, but I did do a lot of it.
I like stealth in games when it's done right.
I think Styx does it right.
Okay.
Of Orcs and Men is kind of a if I recall correctly, it's a story roleplay. Keep your wits about you. I want to say Styx is in this as well. He's the secondary character.
Okay.
And then you play as just a big old orc man, and then it kind of turns into a real-time strategy-ish. You get to throw your
in D&D, they've got all these different were things. There's the werewolves, there's werebears, there's just about everything, right?
And shifters, correct.
Okay. We need to do a were-orc.
Well, that's the thing. Half orcs exist.
No, I want it to be like if someone pisses you off, you kind of hulk up. You just orc out. You even turn green.
I mean, it could work essentially. The only downside is that you're losing a lot of feats or otherwise, just because if you...
it would be broken as shit. Doesn't mean it wouldn't be cool.
Fair.
That's rage with a curse attached. Yeah, he's got a point.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough. And then you get V-Rally 4. I don't know if this thing is online based or whatnot, but I wouldn't mind going through rally racing. I do enjoy rally cars more than I do street cars, but I love them both all the same. But even so, that's for $4.35. Let's head all the way down to the $15. Now, these are games that I personally don't think I would enjoy.
I want none of this.
Like,
no offense to Humble Bundle, but none of this speaks to me at all.
Like if they had pushed down Sherlock Holmes down to the 15,
that would have gotten me to go for the 15 a little bit more. So we got Truck Racing Championship. Fisherman speaks to me, he says. I don't know. Like, I haven't really played any fishing games. I know that there's a free one on, like a free-to-play one out there. It's like Fishing Planet or something like that, which this says Fishing Planet, so I'm curious if it's connected to it. And then Pro Cycling Manager and Indianapolis Speedway or Motor Speedway.
See, both you guys like your fishing games, but me, I
oh no, I don't actually play the fishing one. I was just saying I know it's out there.
Well, Goon plays it.
Gotcha. The pro cycling doesn't make sense to me. Like, the only way I would do a cycling thing would be if I own one of those like cycling machines.
Oh, that reminds me of the arcade. What do they call it? It had an N64 game, Pilot Wings, where you and you actually like use the bike port.
You making bike noises is probably the worst thing to listen to.
Probably, but
no, I'm saying like they've got like those actual like elliptical. No, is elliptical the right machine? Yeah, elliptical machines where like they've got like programs where you're like racing Lance Armstrong and shit like that. So this is the one for 64 you're talking about? 64.
Yeah, no, it's not for. It's not. It is for 64, but
64 Virtual Console. No. I thought Cliff was just rebooting.
Yeah, no, right.
He blue screened for a second.
God damn it! What do they call it?
His fan got stuck.
Yeah, my fan's getting stuck again.
I honestly don't know. If it wasn't a Rumble Pack, I didn't have it for the 64.
Let's see. No, it is Pilot Wings. Fucking, it's cabinet.
There was a bicycle cabinet at the arcade.
Kind of.
What kind of fucked up arcade did you go to?
It had this. It was yellow and it had the full elliptical thing, and you would pump do the regular biking thing.
I never did that.
I'm trying to remember where the hell it is.
Maybe try bicycle arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
And this is the problem with nostalgia is you remember things that no one else fucking remembers and you get stuck. Yeah, see, I remember all the street bikes and shit like that.
I remember all those too, but there it is.
Yeah, I never saw that at all. It was Namco.
Okay, so I thought it
cycle.
Yeah, I thought it was. I honestly thought it was Pilot Wings, but no, I was incorrect. But even still, this but
this would make more sense to me than let me just. What the hell is that?
Yeah, in short, for those who are just listening to us, we're talking about an old N64 game where you played as an individual who would use like a halfway bicycle, halfway helicopter device, and fly around, do small time travel missions, land, and all that.
I feel like this is arcade's answer to Cellulite.
This is like early 90s, dude.
Still the point.
Okay, so.
It looks so uncomfortable. It does.
It does, but at the same time, it was actually really fun. I actually really enjoyed it. It is called Prop Cycle, if you guys want to look it up.
The pedals are so far away from where your ass goes.
Well, the whole thing is you're supposed to be standing while pumping and then sitting while, gliding around. So
you have to basically fucking put your feet out, your hands out, and pedal.
No, you have to stand up and do it. Come on.
It looks terrible.
It wasn't... Okay. As a child who used this, it wasn't that bad.
The 90s was a fucked up time, y'all.
Oh my god. Little Jimmy, what are you doing? Well, of course not. That boy...
I'm choking on my drink. I'm dying. This is not good radio. Moving on from Prop Cycle. So, yeah, that was the end of that Humble Bundle. It was a little bit of a weird end. I need a minute.
Yeah. Give him a sec.
Okay, I'm back. I'm rebooting now.
Yeah, he's rebooting. I do have a teeny tiny review of a game that I got off of Humble Choice, which is Superland. I played about an hour and a half of it this morning when I got home, decided to eat before taking my nap before coming here. Now, with it, I I actually didn't, and I didn't mind it too much.
It won't let you look at the game without signing in.
So you play as a little thing in a sandbox, a literal sandbox, and there are the reds versus the blues.
Okay.
That's the simple bit of the story. There's nothing else.
Okay, so it's old Halo.
Kind of.
And
just...
he says Quincey EXE has stopped responding.
We're breaking down.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be a weird one.
Cut to the high pitched noise that they make in Mars Attacks. So it was enjoyable though, like fun little sandboxy.
Sandboxy thing. I'm still enjoying it. You gain new powers with every area you go through. The powers range from double jump to literally making blocks out of nothing. I'm gonna keep going with it. I don't see a problem not to. It's just. Here we go.
Oh god, the best crash sound is the Nintendo Wii's. It's so loud.
I kind of want to find out what it sounds like.
Don't play it on stream.
Let's
do it off stream.
We'll do it off stream, but I will take a look at that.
So yeah, if you want to support a bunch of charities and support us, check out our humble partner. The links are in the description for this episode, as always. And is it on our Twitter?
No, it is not on our Twitter.
But we can make it be.
Yeah, that's right on the Twitter.
So. But there's always something fun on Humble.
Yeah.
And while a lot of us are still stuck at home and possibly going to be stuck even longer, it'll be good to have some stuff to do.
We're back in stage 2 again.
Oh, we never left it.
Oh, I thought we had stage 3 for a brief bit.
He extended stage 2 by a week rather than launching stage 3. And then as that week was coming up, he said, screw it, we're in stage 2 until the end of July. And now he's saying if bars and stuff like that don't get their shit together, because we had 111 violations list last week when it came to bars, he'll start shutting bars back down.
Okay, I thought he already did that, but okay.
No, he hasn't shut the bars down yet. California did, Arizona, Texas. California's also shutting some beaches. So, we watched a review to the Marvel Iron Man VR, which is something we were talking about going in halves on because I have the PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
And the reaction is it doesn't really make you sick, and it's fun to shoot shit, but the story isn't as cohesive, and it's through a lot of like just conversation scenes.
And you also mentioned that you didn't like Tony's voice.
Yeah, I don't like the voice of Tony. Whoever's doing for Avengers is better than whoever's doing it for VR. Nothing. I don't mean to take away from the guys. Just personally, you don't really sound very Tony Starky to me.
So, I mean, from the what we've seen, I kind of don't want to lean in. Unless it's $20, I'll throw a 10 at you. I don't have
how much is it, do you know? It's like I still haven't bought the Batman VR, no matter how badly I want it. Everyone's like, it's great. I'm like, yeah, but it's a VR game. I'm going to finish in an hour. You know?
I mean, the same could probably be said about this.
Probably. It's still on pre-order.
Yeah, but it should have the price, yeah? Because why would it allow you to pre-order something? That's the bundle, deluxe edition.
See, I don't understand the idea of there's different suits. You're wearing it. You're never going to see it.
40.
Yeah, see, that's a bit
I don't
much.
know if I can support 40. Or 20 to each.
We'll see how it goes. Maybe they'll put it on sale. Do you remember Robert Downey Jr.? Oh, wait, do you mean Robert Downey Jr. is better or someone else? There's the new Avengers game from Square Enix that I like the voice that is being done for Iron Man and that better than the voice for this. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is the king, of course.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I'm just saying when it comes to the games, the guy that's doing it for the Square Enix Avengers game is better than the person doing it for the Iron Man VR.
Correct. I have to concur with that one because when he made his quick little snippet in the VR, I was like, that was supposed to be Tony? I thought that was like...
Happy talking to him or something.
Yeah, I was not expecting...
We know it's not Jarvis because I'm assuming it's Friday. He's got like a holographic lady that's walking around, so I think it's Friday, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And, I mean, he's supposed to be a little bit quick to the punch, but he was very... Like, when he was doing that flying around scene, do you remember my birthday? And then he, like, did his little quick quip of, oh, you know, It was like...
It wasn't like great.
It doesn't feel Tony.
Speaking of Friday, so back to Elite Dangerous.
Oh.
There's voice packs you can buy.
Okay.
And I was actually for your ship, and I was talking to my buddy James about it. There's one that's actually done by the guy that plays Data, and Star Trek Generations.
Okay.
But I told him, I was like, I want to get a female one for my ship. It already has one, but I want to get a different female one for my ship, and I just want to name it Friday. Like I'm just gonna be Tony Stark in space. Fuck it.
Okay.
With the Iron Man thing, I want to do a review for you guys. I want to Twitch stream it for you guys. I don't want to waste $40. So
That's a fine and fair.
maybe when they do another VR sale, maybe if they do a good enough VR sale, we'll grab this and we'll grab Batman.
Okay. And it does release tomorrow on the 3rd. So be aware of that. Yes.
And then this next article, that's the hologram lady I was talking about.
Yeah.
This next article, it comes from where was it?
Games Radar.
Games Radar. This is just something we came across that we felt the need to talk about. They're doing a Judge Dredd real life section of London.
I am the law.
I am the law. So it's set for 2021. It's going to be a giant section of London that's going to be this laser tag Judge Dredd thing called Judge Dredd Uprising, the live experience.
I can't be mad at this.
I officially have another reason to want to go to London. So, like, it's he says that sounds so sick. It does. But my first thing was like, the Judge Dredd world is fucking terrifying. Like, when I've just heard live action Judge Dredd, I was like, this sounds like a horrible thing.
90s Judge Dredd? Okay. 2013?
Something like that, yeah.
2000
something.
2000 something one?
I don't want to live in that world. It's a terrible... The movie's great and very accurate to the comics, and that's why I don't want to live in that world.
Correct.
So if you scroll down, they do have some concept art, and all credit goes to Games Radar on this. We're just kind of fanning out a little bit about this. This looks cool. I'm just curious how it's going to work.
I am a meat popsicle.
That looks really...
Oh, that's a laser tag, I think?
I think that's one of them, yeah. It looks very... Oh, okay, there you go. What's the word I'm looking for? Extravagant.
Yeah.
In depth.
Ooh, I hope they have a bar.
That you can just go and sit down and say, fuck laser tag, I'm gonna get shit-faced instead.
Or do both.
Get shit-faced while going, pew, 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 pew.
Y'all motherfuckers can't stop me.
But I mean, it looks like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully some people are able to do some, like, GoPros with this. I'd like to see what it actually looks like when it opens.
Yeah.
So, so I've got, I don't know if you want to hit the last news thing up there, or because I got all the movies and TV show stuff.
Shoe news.
There we go.
So, Disney and I believe it's Adidas. We talked about them doing a collab before. This one's another very specific one because it's got Goofy taking a swing at some baseballs.
Goon says, get drunk enough and nobody can hit you, at least not that you'll remember.
Fair enough. Hey,
this whole time you think you're fucking murking on everyone, you're laying in the gutter.
Yeah, I'm fucking seizing out.
You're shooting at a fake rat.
Piece of shit rat. No. But I mean, the shoes look all right. They don't look harmful. But as we always say, white shows everything.
Yeah, I'm running into that issue with my Spider-Man Toms already. They're already showing so much dirt. It's insane. I got to figure out a proper cleaning regimen for them. But my issue with these is, I would get these for a kid, and this is the guy that wears. I'm currently wearing a Batman button-up.
Yeah, they're little tiny bats.
And a Spider-Man belt.
I'm wearing JoJo. I got nothing.
Yeah, but I'm looking at this like, I would buy this for son or daughter, not myself. Like, this is not one that I would be like, I want that for myself. Black and green are the only shoes for me. Oh, Socks just showed up. She's like, yeah, here in time for shoe news. Yeah, so, I mean, Adidas and Goofy. What? The holes on the sides? Is it like air? I've never understood that.
It's supposed to be like air cushion, I think.
Okay.
Like, it's
that just sounds like a really good way to step your foot smell into a room. You just walk in, you step down, and just whoosh out the sides.
I mean, if you step hard enough, it goes out through the top. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter. But these are going to be $60. That's not too bad.
No, actually, that's actually really fair.
And they released yesterday, which is just in time.
Yeah, and credit to Sneaker News for having images for us.
Yes, thank you. I don't know why, but I like red and white. Red and white complement so good.
I like red for a lot of things. We were looking at some of the different controller or get waterlogged easier. Yeah, that's the big problem I have with the ones I'm wearing now. I've got this pair of Skechers. They're actually meant for like running and shit, and we all know my ass doesn't do that. But I've noticed ever since I got them, they do not prevent against water at all.
Oh no,
the littlest puddle and then my socks are soaked.
Yeah, and you hate that.
Yeah, that just drives me nuts. Wet clothing in general, but wet socks definitely. But if someone like sprays me with the sink faucet, my day is ruined.
You gotta go change.
Yep. Just beyond pissed. Like the little holes from charms on Crocs. Crocs are gross.
You know what?
I don't want that. Ugh.
I mean, you could put up little tiny charms. You would jingle whenever you walk, but
I feel like the issue there would be like depending on how thick that is, they may start to poke the inside of your foot.
Oh, maybe.
So, what are
you, a wicked witch? I mean, it explains so much.
Look, I shower. I have no issues with like water. I'll go swimming. I like to shower. You know,
but
it's
you melt every
wet
time.
Clothing that I don't like. It's the clothing sticking to my body with the water. That's the issue. That's the feeling. Like if my clothes were to get wet and not freaking hug me afterwards, I'd be fine.
Okay.
So, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Whatever. Okay, shoe news is done.
Shoe news is done.
So I've got a couple of different things here from movie news and stuff like that. Before I get into that, though, I'm gonna hit one more gaming thing. I think one more gaming thing. Yeah. So we got the 4 new titles for Game Pass, 2 of which released yesterday, which is Soul Calibur 6, which released for Xbox One and does come with Geralt. I never know how to say his name. Geralt. So I had it right the first time.
Geralt of Rivia.
And I know he's a free character for 6 already, but it seems like a good way to be like, hey, go check this out. So a scuba suit is a no. You know, I've never been scuba diving, so I wouldn't know. I'd have to try it out.
You get that bit of that scuba suit on you, and just someone pulls it up.
Yeah, I mean, in that case, I'm under the water. I feel like that wouldn't be nearly as big a deal. My issue would be I don't like open ocean. Open ocean scares me.
Yeah, I don't like ocean levels in video games, so yeah, I'm right there beside you.
Subnautic, terrifying.
Subnautic.
I can't do that fucking game. The other one was Out of the Park Baseball 21. I do believe that was PC drop. And then we got coming up on the 9th, Crosscode and Fallout 76, which was the thing I hinted at the beginning. I know how people feel about Fallout 76. I know how you feel about Fallout 76. I enjoy the changes. I enjoyed the game before the changes. I'm glad they're fixing things. I'm glad they're adding new things. I think them adding it to Game Pass is a great thing because it gives people who were too scared to buy the game because of the negative reviews a chance to try it without any risk. So
okay,
I think it'll be good.
That's the best way to think about it.
Yeah,
it's like I like Fallout, but I don't like that backlash. I still want to play it, but I don't want to spend the money. Bam, there's your solution.
Yep.
I think Goon might like this game.
What is this one?
Crosscode.
Yeah. I still lost my shit when I heard about NPCs stealing their items. I never experienced it. The problem that I realized early on with a lot of the bugs that were being reported is I definitely experienced bugs. I never experienced the worst of them and felt like, you know, I don't want to say people are making shit up, but I feel like maybe the numbers that were being affected by it were a little inflated. So, and I was part of the beta, and like before the open beta, I was part of a closed beta too.
Animal Crossing did that back in the day too.
The NPC stealing your shit. I mean, Animal Crossing is all about never getting out of debt, right? It's real life simulator. Okay.
Meanwhile, you got that jock that goes in your place. Hey, I need some new dumbbells.
The game looks. That game looks like he's talking about Crosscode.
Yeah, I mean, I think I already have it on Steam.
But yeah, so just take this one. No, hits Game Pass on the 9th.
Yeah.
For the Xbox Microsoft players, because most of the Game Pass games all hit PC. I think this one's PC as well, or maybe only PC.
You can actually play it on through Chrome.
That's cool. They got a web demo. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually really neat.
I mean, think about how many games that we used to play on web browsers back in the day.
Yeah, but it's just this is a Steam slash Xbox game that you could just play a demo of through the browser. Just interesting to make note of.
So for the wrap up here, I got some news about television and movies. First of all, I watched the first run of Newgrounds. That was the one I was actually thinking of when I said it. There was so much shit we used to play on like Newgrounds.
Oh yeah,
like
oh hell yeah.
Or we would just watch Metal Gear Awesome on repeat. So I watched the first episode of Fighter Fest, and we had you watch the highlights.
Okay, yeah, I liked it.
So Fighter Fest, I think, was originally supposed to be a pay-per-view, but with them not being able to actually do pay-per-views, rather than charging everyone $40, they just made it into two. They're taking 2 regular AEW nights, and they're doing less commercials to run Fighter Fest. Still really good spots. Jericho came out in a Canada-themed blazer.
That was checkered.
Because it was Canada Day. It had maple leaves all over it.
It's Canada Day.
He was on commentary for about half of it until Orange Cassidy pissed him off.
And then it was be respectful. It's Canada Day.
Yeah. It was all fun. You know, they're doing great stuff there. It's still my goal to see Pineapple Pete not just wrestle in AEW Dark. I want to keep pushing for this man to hit actual AEW Dynamite episodes. Next, I have to tell Justin to get off his phone. No.
I mean,
so
people are messaging me.
We don't have too much information on this next one. We're getting a Fallout show on Amazon, and I was a big fan of Nuka Rush. What?
Go ahead.
I was a big fan of Nuka Rush, which was the YouTube-based fan show that they had support from Bethesda. Bethesda actually liked what they were doing. They were like, keep it up. Because Bethesda actually really supports when fans do things like that, and even honored them by putting a gun in Fallout 4 that was named after them. They did, I think, 2 seasons of the show and a mini prequel movie type thing. And then never came back for another season. They got bought by, I think it was Machinima, and nothing ever happened. So, a Fallout show through Amazon, I'd like to see what happens. I think that there's a lot to be told there. I'm kind of hoping they go in an area we haven't seen yet.
I would sincerely hope so, because you've shown me 1 episode
of Nuka Rush.
I enjoyed it. It had a pretty, I don't want to call it bland, but a pretty straightforward plot of guy likes Nuka.
He was raised in the vault he was raised in. They were basically tested on with Nuka-Cola.
And I was like, that's a good plot premise. Okay, we'll go with this. And then, you're friends with a girl and
who used to be a slave. And then a ghoul. And
I'm like,
the ghoul makeup actually worked really well.
Oh, it looked great. And then, it's a simple plot premise, and there was a little hint of inside play, that kind of thing, so that way there's another plot on top of it, so that way you're not like, is it really this straightforward? No, it isn't. It actually has something.
One of the things I like is that they gave a reason behind one of the perks. There's a guy he bumps into in town that's all roughed up and everything, and his hat falls off. And he picks the guy's hat up and he gives it back to him. He goes, "Now you owe me," kind of joking around. And that guy shows up as the mysterious stranger later on and saves his ass and shoots someone. And he's like, "Hey, now we're even." And he's like, "Oh, thanks." And he turns around and he's gone. And it was like, that is amazing. I love the concept of like giving a reason behind the perks. And that's kind of some of the stuff I hope this Amazon show does. His character in it can't drink the Sunset Sarsaparilla. He hates it because he was raised in the vault where all they drank was Nuka-Cola. He'll actually start to die of thirst over rather than drink Sunset Sarsaparilla or water or anything like that, because it's actually set kind of in the New Vegas area. So,
okay.
Honestly, I would be down to see maybe what's going on in Canada or Mexico.
Canada, Mexico.
With where we're sitting.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than another U.S. story, you got to figure other countries had vaults, and I mean they wouldn't be Vault-Tec. But
from what I recall, we annexed Canada.
Okay, is that what we did? In this fictional world.
In this fictional world, we annexed Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to Mexico during that. I
know
know that
you meet a ghoul in New Vegas. It's voiced by Danny Trejo, who says that they were, I think, at the border or something like that.
And then
they could actually see the lasers from House's casino shooting the fucking nukes out of the air when the bombs were dropped. And him and his sister became ghouls and shit like that. And then she eventually dies. And you find Trejo. He's locked up at Black Mountain.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and he's an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember.
I was actually playing New Vegas last night, and I came to the bottom of Black Mountain. I was like, I'm not ready for that. I'm playing a character. He's a wise guy. He's like a mob guy. So I put most of his skills in like mob stuff, and he carries a switchblade around and stuff like that, which is like one of his go-to weapons. And Lauren helped me build the character when I'm playing last night, and I was like, wait, I'm too stupid. I can't hack anything, and I can't fucking get into this goddamn safe because of it. Because the safe was like average safe, so like 50, and I'm at like 40, and I didn't have any magazines. Australia, I want to see rad koalas. That would be interesting.
I don't know what happened. What did happen in like some of the other countries?
We don't know. We don't even know who dropped the first bomb. It's still debated whether or not it was China or us.
What about Russia?
Russia didn't have anything to do with the bombs.
No,
it was us and China.
Hmm.
The interesting thing is how many things in that world aren't from the bombs. Like Death Claws aren't made by the bombs. Super mutants aren't made by the bombs.
No.
So it'd be interesting if we had like rad koalas, but then we had like a Death Claw kangaroo type of thing that they made for their military.
I don't want to think about that. Kangaroos are already assholes. Just to walk up to you, boom, drop kick you.
Have you seen have I showed you the video of the guy that like parachutes in and the kangaroos come like hopping up? He's like, "Hey, buddy," and then they start trying to punch him.
Yeah, I remember.
He's like, fuck off! Fucking hate ruse. But yeah, there's a lot to see there, and I'd really like to see what happened to like other places. But even if they decide to keep it in the U.S., I'd like to see. Don't give me the Commonwealth again. Don't give me West Virginia. Don't give me California or Nevada again. Show me what the fuck's going on in Texas. Show me what's going on in Louisiana. Ooh. A swamp. That would be interesting. I wonder what crocodiles are like.
I can fuck with the rad swamp.
Need to have a legendary rude death claw named Jack. Yes. He has a pair of sunglasses that when you wear them, you get like +1 to sharpshooting. I don't know. You'd have to have something because he's legendary.
Yeah.
So when you defeat him. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot that could happen there, and with it being on Amazon, I mean, it's kind of streamlined to us.
Yeah, I can't wait till I get my new glasses. I cannot see that chat.
I think there was a joke about Fallout Australia just having much bigger versions of all things there are already. We want to kill you now.
Boxing gloves.
Boxing gloves, that would be good. Oh, magpies.
No.
What would a irradiated Fallout magpie be like?
Just stealing your pistols and shit.
No, just steals you. the swooping.
The swooping. Screw that. Yeah.
Oh god, could you imagine that noise just amplified? Because they always do that. They already do that angry like sound, and just make it like a radiated version. It just ironically gets nicer. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. So,
it's in constant pain.
My concern though is we've seen Amazon just cancel. Not as hard as Netflix, but they are kind of cancel happy, and that concerns me about us not seeing the show do well. Plus, people are still angry about 76. Imagine the spiders in the toilets, but huge. They already are huge.
Yeah.
All right, moving on from that. Anyone that's a fan of the Batman the Animated Series will be happy to know that Batman Mask of the Phantasm has officially hit Netflix. I've been looking to watch it for a while. I mean, I've seen it, but I'm looking to watch it again. Fireworks.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck's that weird popping noise?
Sorry if you guys hear that. My neighbors are assholes and are shooting off fireworks. They've been doing it for like 2 weeks.
And what's today?
The 2nd of July.
So what you're telling me is it's not the 4th of July.
They're illegal here anyways.
Huh?
They're illegal here anyways.
Huh.
So even with it being the 4th of July, they shouldn't fucking be doing it. Every spider is as big as a coconut crab. Yeah, fuck that. Oh, could you imagine? Instead of oh no, I guess Murlocs are kind of coconut crabs already, aren't they? I was gonna say like a coconut crab version of a Murloc.
They're soft shelled.
Yeah.
So about
some really weird fucking things out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Batman and Mask of the Phantasm is on Netflix.
I mean, you jump for.
Oh, I got super excited. I love that movie. I haven't seen it in years. And it hasn't really been anywhere because they did the DC streaming service and shit. So, the next thing is Jurassic World 3. We're getting we already know we're getting Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, and Lord Dern back. But it turns out they're going to have a much bigger role than just being cameos. They actually are like story centric. They're back for another Jurassic Park movie, basically. So I'm pretty excited about that. Have we been in Hollywood and Fallout? Yeah, original Fallout 1 touches on all of California. Fallout 1 and 2.
That's
In fact, you go to San Francisco because China took it over. And you have to take out a bunch of the Communist Chinese Party out there. There's a podcast that actually sets up they're playing a D&D type of thing, but they're playing Fallout, where they're the ancestors of the A-list celebrities coming out of a vault that's up on the Hollywood sign. But the problem is they're all kind of shitty because they believe it's just the stories of the movies their ancestors were in have been passed down. So now some of them believe that's actually things. One of them's related to all the A-Team. And so he's convinced that his ancestors were this team that traveled in a van saving people and shit like that. It's really weird.
Huh.
Also with the Jurassic World thing, as I think we touched before, they're saying that this is not going to be the end of the franchise anymore. This is going to be the beginning of the next section. So,
which is fine.
Yeah, more Jurassic shit.
Yeah, more dinosaurs.
And then I just got 2 little things left. So, Jason Momoa is been casted for another movie.
When I read this, I thought it was a joke, but it's not.
He's breaking over this.
I just don't understand how.
I don't understand why. Not why him, why at all.
Okay, so it's Frosty the Snowman.
We're getting live action Frosty the Snowman with Jason Momoa playing Frosty. Why? What's next? Little Drummer Boy, but it's The Rock? I know, we'd have to pick an Egyptian actor, actually. The Rock's Hawaiian.
The Rock did play Scorpion King.
Well, the Scorpion King wasn't Egyptian. Just because it was set out in that area doesn't make him Egyptian.
Fair.
Yeah, Frosty. They're doing live action Frosty. Females will watch anything for Jason Momoa, to be honest. I mean, I'm excited about his movie with Peter Dinklage. The Good, the Bad, and the Undead, where he plays a vampire and Dinklage plays Van Helsing, and they go town to town, conning them as Dinklage is slaying this vampire, who, by the way, no longer feeds on people until a bounty's put out on the vampire, and all the mystical shit's coming after him now. That I'm excited for.
It sounds like a really good movie.
Momoa can wear a shirt all through the movie, and it won't change anything for me.
Yeah.
So, put Frosty. Yeah, I don't. Can Momoa sing? I've never heard him sing. I mean, Frosty couldn't really sing. Never mind. There's everyone else that sang.
Yeah.
I want a remix of the theme too. Oh, he says Goons for it. He says that sounds awesome. I want a remix of the theme too.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a weird way to go, but yeah, they're shooting off a lot of them. The ones over here keep shooting off.
Bottle Rocket?
No. The Roman candles.
Okay, those are super illegal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's all illegal out here because we're in Clark. We're not in Nye County.
Yeah, you're right.
It's only illegal in Nye County or on the reservation.
We're on. Is Henderson good?
Henderson's Clark, so it's still.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it fell off.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And then the last thing I have, you know Christopher Nolan, right?
Somewhat, yes. I do like Inception.
Batman Begins, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, Inception. Tenet.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which we'll watch when it comes out. In a recent interview, Anne Hathaway talked about how he is as a director and how he's great and whatnot, but he's got a weird rule, and she kind of agrees with it. And at first I was like, that seems odd, but I'm here for it. No chairs on set. Absolutely no chairs are allowed on set. If the scene calls for it, yes, but there's no chairs off of the set for people to sit on.
I'm curious as to why.
If you're sitting, you're not working. That's his reasoning.
So what? He's gonna have his room of editors working on? No.
No. I mean, an editor's in an office somewhere.
No, there are editors on set. They're gonna be standing.
Probably.
Douchebag.
She says that with the way he makes movies, it works great. Oh, that's the same thing. You looked and I was like, oh, I thought that was something new.
Yeah, I can't see, so I just was making sure. As soon as by next week, by next cast, I'll be able to fucking see.
Goon says it won't hurt anybody to stand. Yeah, stand. I mean, I'm sure if there's a medical reason, he'll let you sit.
I'm just saying, if you're doing editing on hand, why would you need to stand?
I don't think that he does a lot of that, though. And she says it really works with the way he directs. And with everything I've seen about him, he's up in the scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy has like a thing in Dark Knight that's wired up so that he can see what the camera's seeing, so that he could sit like in a fake wall in the ambulance for the scene where Harvey Dent's interrogating the guy.
Oh.
He's in like a wall in that ambulance right there, so that he's right there next to the actors talking to them.
Okay.
He's very hands-on. The scene where you see all the little bat marks drawn in chalk.
Yeah.
There's photos of him actually going up and drawing them on the wall. He's very into like hands-on with his movies and shit like that. Also shows up in like a 3-piece suit, vest and all. Which I'm like, I like suits. I have a suit that I'm very fond of. But my ass is for comfort.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
If you were directing something, you would be wearing,
probably what I'm wearing now.
Yeah, probably what you're wearing now.
I wouldn't pull the whole sitting on a couch thing that Watiti did. Not that I have anything against him for doing that. I would want to be hands-on with things too, but I would be in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah, you'd be in relaxed wear and being like, okay, here's how this will go, and then, okay.
You're still going on about this game.
I just keep looking over at it, and I'm going, it looks more and more interesting. It actually, gathers up a lot of ideas. And
I think you just like the oh my god faces down here.
Huh?
You and your JoJo shit. The faces they're making are totally oh my god.
Oh, kinda, but no.
It says eek, but it looks more like a
oh.
So, that's what I got for tonight. If you give me 1 second, though, I do have to do something.
Explosion.
So you go ahead. Reminds me of Iconoclast art. I don't know anything about that, so
Yeah, goon played it a little.
I need to do a thing real quick.
You're doing a thingy? All
I'm
right.
doing a thing.
Padding. But
How do you feel about the chairs? You seem against the idea of no chairs.
I'm not against the idea of no chairs. I'm against the idea of editors on set not using chairs. I'm okay with it.
If he's got editors on set.
Yeah.
What if he doesn't?
No. Then,
What if he's like Smith and he does his own editing?
Then he better not be sitting.
Okay, that's the thing. I've never seen the man sitting other than when he was in like that cubby for the fucking...
Okay then.
Excuse me.
Then I guess we're in the same condition. Which one of you mother... I don't know. This game just interests me.
So you're going to get it then? You said you think you have it on Steam.
I probably do.
If you don't, are you going to grab it? Is Goon going to grab it?
Probably.
Goon, are you grabbing this?
I can't.
I'm coming
for them
shoes, Cliff.
I'm coming for them left shoes. And I'm shitting in them, bucko.
Oh, you're pulling up your list to see if you do have it?
Yeah, I thought
you broke Steam.
I broke Steam. I was in the wrong place.
Yep. Steam's broken. It's all Cliff's fault. It's done for.
It's done for. There's my pretty baby face.
Did that say you're from Tokyo, Japan?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I want people to know where the fuck I'm from.
Okay. He's from Tokyo, Japan.
I'm from Tokyo, Japan. Oh man, it's loading all 1,100 and something games.
Okay, well, I have what I needed.
I do have it.
There you go. So you gonna play it a little bit, see what it's like?
Yeah.
It says you've done 0.2 hours. What is a 0.2 hour?
That would be 10 minutes. No, 8 minutes.
Why not just say 8 minutes?
I don't know.
Well, now I have it.
Yep. Because he has my library.
All right, I'm gonna do something a little different to close out today. I'm not gonna do a pun. I'm gonna tell you a joke instead. You have your cousin to thank for these.
Okay.
How did Henry VIII like his coffee?
I don't know, Quincy.
Decap. He chopped all his wife's heads off.
I know.
Okay.
You're getting nothing. You are getting not a goddamn thing. So remember to like us, follow us on...
Goon laughed.
You felt funny.
She felt funny. Okay. Remember to like us, subscribe, rate, review, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell everyone.
Keep it up. I do enjoy that we had an audience this time around.
Yeah, it was fun. The condition Cliff is not... I condition Cliff not to laugh, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mine are bad.
Oh yeah. Her jokes are terrible. In a good way. Her
Yeah.
jokes would make me laugh, but it burns a little on the inside. I'm just like...
Bad funny. It's a thing. Oof. And check out the Humble Bundle to buy time for the next cast.
Yeah.
And make sure to reach out to us on Twitter. Reach out to us through email, rate,
etc.
Reach out to us on Instagram. If you do feel you want to talk to us on Discord, there's Discords that we are part of. We do not have one. He's got one that's just kind of an in general bullshittery. So
I'll throw it in the description.
if you guys want it.
I don't have a problem with it.
I'm part of it. I never check it because I'm bad at Discord.
I'm great at Discord. It's just,
I'm part of like 8 Discords. I don't do shit for any of them.
But yeah, I'll throw mine in there. I don't have a problem with new members. I'll go ahead and just
And the other thing would be something me personally to any of my fellow Marvel Strike Force players out there. Holy crap! Cashing your orbs. This event is amazing.
Okay.
Chimichangas.
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 See you later, guys.
Thanks, guys.